All right, and news just coming in, and this is an update on that scare on the Turkish Airlines. No explosives have been found inside the plane is the latest that we are hearing. The Turkish airline had to make an emergency landing at the Delhi airport. India Today has learned that the landing came after a message was found scribbled on the washroom mirror. The message, scribbled with lipstick, said there is a bomb in the cargo. Following the discovery of the message, the aircraft was made to land at Delhi IGI airport, and then the security drill was then performed. All passengers were evacuated and a search for explosives was launched. The flight was on its way from Bangkok to Istanbul. Anindo now joins me on that developing story. Anindo, all clear as of now, we hear?
Not all clear, Vedika, at this point of time as we speak. The flight, as we already know, that since the isolation bay, it has been thoroughly scrutinized all throughout, and following the standard operating procedure, the dock squad is there. Even the energy has been alerted, and as we speak, the energy already is there at the spot. And interestingly, as we know from people who are involved in this search operation, that IB Intelligence Bureau is also been made involved in the whole procedure, considering the fact that the flight was from Bangkok to Istanbul, so the passenger list was not available with Delhi airport. So the Delhi police on its part has asked for the passengers list from Istanbul. Turkish Airlines is headquartered in Istanbul. So that has been conveyed to the Delhi airport. We hear and they are going through each and every passenger list, profiling each and one. And the Home Minister, as we know, that has been briefed about the whole incident, and the Home Minister at the very highest level of the government has ordered that take it very seriously and make use of the Intelligence Bureau as well. So as we speak, the procedure is going on. The following standard SOP takes around 2 to 3 hours. So in the next 2 hours, it will the whole search operations will go on. The scribbling, as you rightly pointed out, was there on the mirror of the washroom in the economy class, which created an alert and subsequently been grounded, and now the procedure is going on. So if all is well, in the next 2 hours the flight will take off, and otherwise it can prolong.
But Ananda, this is a huge scare as well, because the plane should have been sanitized before it left, and this message that has been found scribbled in the washroom mirror is a security scare in itself.
All right, Vedika, but in most of these cases, it turns out to be almost. If we go about by the statistics of how all of these kind of calls, these scribblings turn out to be more than 90% of the time. Mm-hmm. But be as it may, nobody can take a chance if how much minutest it may be. Mm-hmm. So the security agencies are not taking anything to chances and will go through each and every baggage, including the cargo as well as the overhead baggage, and each profiling of the passengers, which is very unlike, I tell you, because passenger profiling is not done on a regular basis. So this time they have taken it very seriously, and each of every passengers profiling. When I say profiling, I mean their antecedents, their where they come from, has there been a criminal background. Each and everything will be scrutinized through.
Ananda, is the NSG still there?
The energy is still there. The energy is at the spot, and as we speak, the energy is going through the cargo area. There has been a preliminary search operation done by the CISF and its dog squad. The next generally that is when CISF gives a go ahead, mm-hmm. then the flight takes off. But this time it's not so. The energy is the second. If I may say so, that it's the second time that is going through the entire baggage again, and right. And as far as the profiling is concerned, that is the IB is taking care of. So it's a three-rung procedures. The whole search operation is going through. So it's a massive search that the MH, under the instructions of the MHA, the whole SOP is being followed at this point of time.
Ananda, do stay with me. I also have Deputy Editor Shiv Arur joining me live from the newsroom. Shiv, the last few hours have been a huge security scare, not only at the IGI airport, but even for the Home Ministry that's been monitoring the search that is taking place inside the plane.
That is correct, Vedika. As Anando has been reporting, in situations like this, no chances can, be taken. All procedures have to completely be rolled out to make sure that everything is actually secure. Now, even though we've been able to report that no explosives or bombs have been found on board that aircraft, until flight TK65 takes off and leaves Indian airspace, it will be deemed a threat as far as the Indian Home Ministry and internal security agencies are concerned. Now, I have this map here from the website, Flight Radar, which gives you a sense, Vedika, of the flight path taken by flight TK65. It's a Turkish Airlines Airbus A330, took off from Bangkok in Thailand this morning. And as you can see, it circuited over India, entered India over airspace over Orissa, went across Chhattisgarh, and near Madhya Pradesh is where that bomb threat was actually detected. We understand that the aircraft was in touch with the Nagpur ATC when this actually happened, when the bomb threat actually happened. That is when the ATC directed it to Bhopal ATC and then onward to the Indira Gandhi International Airport air traffic controller, which is when it was decided an emergency landing would be affected. So as you can see in this particular map, that flight path from Bangkok to Istanbul is that one, and this is the flight path actually taken by the aircraft, and it was the Nagpur ATC, Bhopal and then New Delhi where the aircraft was finally guided down to land at the Indira Gandhi International Airport. So until the flight actually leaves Indian airspace and is cleared to continue on its journey, it will continue to be deemed a threat, Vedika.
Also, Shiv, we were talking about the three-rung security process. Just take us through that.
Very, very elaborate process. You've got the CISF, which is the default security agency at the Indira Gandhi International Airport. You've got the National Security Guard, which has been scrambled very, very quickly to respond to this situation in case there is an explosive or a terror angle. Also, of course, the default bomb squad already available at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, which was actually first on site at the isolation bay to completely inspect the aircraft, look inside the cargo hold, look inside all the cabins, every part of the aircraft to make sure that there is no actual explosive device or bomb.
Shiv, I will have to interrupt you there. There's a reaction coming in from the Civil Aviation Ministry.
The cabin crew noted that on the mirror something is written like that there is a bomb in the cargo. Then they informed the pilot, and pilot took a decision. They informed our Nagpur.
All right, that was a reaction, official one coming in from the Civil Aviation Ministry. But Shiv Arur is still with us. Shiv, just take us through what we were talking about as far as that three-rung security arrangement is concerned.
The thing about such situations is, Vedika, even though this may have been just some kind of a message on a bathroom mirror, the simple fact of the matter is nobody can take any chances in this particular case, and that's why an aircraft has actually been, had to be brought down to make this emergency landing in Delhi. All across this entire flight path, if I can just point our viewers to this particular location, from around this area, when the aircraft would have been in touch, with the Nagpur air traffic control, right until the point that it actually landed at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, would have been very, very tense moments. There must have been extremely tense moments for the crew, for the pilot on board. The passengers wouldn't have known what was going on. Now they would, obviously, because they've been questioned at the Indira Gandhi International Airport. But the entire path from Madhya Pradesh airspace until the aircraft actually landed in Delhi would have been an extremely tense time for the pilot and the crew of flight TK65 because they've had to report this bomb scare. And I want to remind our viewers that this is one of several bomb threats to Turkish Airlines, specifically in the last few months. If I'm not mistaken, perhaps the fifth or the sixth such bomb threat incident in just the last 3 to 4 months. So until it's an all clear, and like I said, it's an extremely elaborate process, and these are the first exclusive images of that aircraft on ground at the Indira Gandhi International Airport. It will continue to be A, deemed a threat, and B, looked at very, very closely.
On your screens, you can see the latest visuals coming in from the Indira Gandhi International Airport. Shiv, I'll just come back to you in a moment, but let me just recap for our viewers what the latest is. There was a bomb scare on the Turkish plane that was on its way from Bangkok to Istanbul. It was diverted to the New Delhi International Airport. On your screens, you see the security personnel, that 3-round detailed procedure that is taking place, and that security sweep that is still taking place. We're being told by our correspondents that this entire process could take another 2 hours.